Hello, thank you for tuning in to our video on Teachers to YouTubers, researching using YouTube for required English assignments. My name is Strickland.
My name is William Haynes.
And my name is Martin Wick.
We work for Osaka CNETs. Those are the Osaka City native English teachers. We work for the Osaka City Board of Education. Here are the contents of today's video presentation. First, we're going to talk about the academic background of this situation. Then we're going to talk about the videos themselves. After that, the results, some concerns we had about the data, our conclusions, and finally, we're going to talk about opportunities for further follow-up research.
We've all been affected by the coronavirus that has defined the year 2020. It first became a major issue in Japan in February, which coincides with the end and the beginning of the school year. According to the Center for Learning and Performance Technologies, YouTube is the primary website for educational distribution. As students are primary targets, elementary and junior high school, they are on their phones constantly every day watching YouTubers, vlogs, funny videos. I don't know what kids watch these days. But allowing us to shoehorn in our educational videos along with those videos that they usually watch, it gave our students easy access to what we wanted them to do, to learn. This strategy was also seen in other countries such as Bangladesh. And as we watched the news, we saw the rise of popularity of software such as Zoom in other countries, mainly America.
We designed from the ground up YouTube videos that would be used on the Osaka City Board of Education website to give students a head start on the school year. This is honey.
No, that's not honey. That's shampoo.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Hello, I'm Misty.
And I'm Mr. A.
Let's learn. Was the yesterday?
Yes, it was.
Now you try. Passport, please. What is your name?
1, 2, 3. Stand up. Stand up. Sit down. Sit down.
We chose to use YouTube as it would be a good way for us to upload static videos that the students could access at any time. With that, we had over 230,000 views for our English videos.
Next, I'd like to talk about the background related to how these videos came together. In late March, 3 people, myself, Zach, and another person who is also working at the Board of Education, were called into a meeting to discuss how would best be for us, along with the other CNETs, to make materials for the students. During that meeting, they asked for us to prepare materials for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade of primary or elementary school, as well as for the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd years of junior high school. As that meeting went on, we decided that we would select a handful of CNETs to be our actors as well as script writers. Then later we were able to meet at the education center located in Osaka, where we initially set up our original stage and we began shooting soon after that. We arranged ourselves with a green screen like we are using right now, as well as cameras and many other types of technology that we currently had, as well as things provided from the Board of Education. Originally, in our meeting, it was decided that we would not have to prepare all the videos at one time, but rather it would be best to prepare waves of videos, whereas each grade would be allotted 2 videos at a time to be released on 2-week intervals. They were hoping that this would carry us through the quarantine and the time in which the schools were not open. 2 weeks later, those videos were published online using YouTube, as was stated earlier. In the end, we were able to create a total of 36 videos before this project was called to a close. These videos included about 45 different CNETs from around the world using different forms of English and language in order to help the students learn during this time. After the videos were produced, they were put online, and in order for the students to be able to see said videos and know what material was correct for their lessons, the Board of Education sent out emails and notifications to each school along with a private web link to the video itself. The schools were able to give this out to the students. This was available in each wave, and the students were able to procure the videos through smart devices as well as on computers or other means of watching YouTube.
Now, because YouTube is a public website, it was very easy for us to see the viewing information and to compile the data to see how many students actually watched the videos that were supposed to. We also had some information that we got from the BOE. We had access to their YouTube viewer analytics, so we were able to get a little more information from them as well. Let's take a look at the data about what they watched. So, as you can see here on the data, the red bar represents the actual number of students who are in each grade that was targeted for the videos. The light blue videos are from the first wave, the dark blue are the second wave, and the black are our third and final wave. As you can see, the first available video for each grade had the highest rating compared to the number of students, and then it just steadily declined from there. I would like to talk about a few of these important stats. There were 108,073 students in the target audience at all of Osaka's municipal public schools. The first videos in the first wave had a total of 88,926 views. These videos had the highest viewership overall. As you can see, there was a significant drop-off in the number of views between video 1 and video 2. On average, the number of views in all grades dropped by 33.11%. That means a third of the viewers didn't watch the second video, despite it being immediately available. The drops continued. On average, the viewership of the first video from Wave 1 compared to the first video in Wave 2 a week later saw a drop of 54.69%. Wave 3 continued the trend of decreasing views. On average, the viewership of the first video from Wave 1 compared to the first video in Wave 3 had a 90.7% drop. And then the final video of that third wave saw a drop of 97.04% compared to the earliest views. Now, we had an interesting opportunity here. We released 3 waves of videos at the exact same time. The math department produced math videos at the same time and rate as ours. So we had access to their viewing data as well. So let's take a look at the math data and compare it to the English data. As you can see, the math videos had views much higher than the English video. Strangely, 4th and 5th grade and junior high 1st grade had views that were more than double the number of target students. Now, these first videos were unusually high, but apart from those early spikes, the other math videos had significantly higher views than the English videos. The drop in viewership was pretty similar across both subjects.
There was some concerns about the data as we looked at stated from Zach just previously. Some of these issues may come from things such as students' inability to access the internet, the links being set to private and unlisted, so only those who were provided the links could view them at that time. The Board of Education actually released some data some time ago stating that different grade levels and students have different access to YouTube, cell phones, and computers. We are currently unsure of who or how many students viewed each video and from what time. One view does not mean one student. Another factor that was a concern of ours is some videos were deemed unsuitable or had inappropriate content. Let's take a look at what those 3 videos might look like.
Hello, are you Martin?
No, I'm Anne.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Bye. Wait! Are you Martin?
Oh! I am Martin!
My name is...
Okay, you can go. Thank you.
There were several concerns from schools as well as potential parent issues related to some of this content. After examining the videos along with the Board of Education, we later came to the conclusion that remaking and editing those videos was for the best. Those videos were later removed after publication. This caused us to lose any potential data that we might have related to the initial screening of said videos. After editing and reshooting, they were only down for a couple of days, which leads us to believe that our data pool was correct and that what we could take from that said data falls in line with our conclusions.
Based on the high number of views compared to the student population in the target group, we conclude that YouTube as a method of required English assignments is effective initially, even without having any testing or assignments to check that the students actually watched. However, over time, due to the sharp decrease in the number of viewers, it doesn't seem to be as effective. Do you have any other personal beliefs or ideas about why these views have decreased?
For me, during the beginning of quarantine, the shutdowns of the schools, after a couple weeks, students were coming into the schools to pick up essentially their standard textbooks and materials. I don't want to say it deemed the videos useless, but as we said before, it wasn't mandatory, so maybe it caused the students to instead focus on the videos. They focused on the actual materials that they'd be using that school year.
I also have an idea about the viewership. The math videos receive much higher viewership than the English videos. When you go to the website, the math videos were listed at the top, and then the English ones further down. I think people probably started watching the videos in order, and we're just starting to lose interest
in
as you
wanting
go
to watch
down.
something else.
Okay.
In addition to the videos being created, we were originally told that the duration of the video needed to be between 3 and 5 minutes, which actually for a primary school or junior high school student, that may be difficult for them to retain their attention for that long in a foreign language.
There are some opportunities for follow-up research. If we were given the chance, or if other school districts had the same opportunities, we would like to see how to make these videos more of a mandatory watch, such as including quizzes that quiz the students on the actual content of the videos, or maybe worksheets that can be done along with the videos. The math videos were also formatted differently, like a teacher talking in front of a classroom. Our videos were skits generally between 30 seconds and about a minute and some change. If we had our videos more in a classroom format, could that attract students more? Would that engage their interests? Would that change the attitude? Would they feel more like motivated to watch the videos as it's a real classroom? Would be something for us to take a look at.